everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be reviewing new shades that Etude came out for their glow fixing tint. There are 3 new shades that came out, and if you are into cool pink on top as the matte version from the fixing tint collection, they actually have a glossy version which is also labeled cool pink on top. So I'm really excited to swatch it. I have cool pink on top as my blush right now. It's very subtle. It has a really nice mauvey flush to your face, so I think it will look really good with the glossy version. I got these from Zigzag, which is online retail. It's a certified website and released these shades with Etude. From what I know, Etude is only releasing these shades on Zigzag, so I don't know when they're going to be available, but I'm going to be swatching them for you today. Hopefully they make it available internationally soon. Also, in addition, part of the promotional program, they also sent this tag, which is really cute. They also sent me mini versions of Dewy Fig. Alright, so starting off, this is shade 10, Cool Pink on top, and it is a cool summer nude color. There is a fixing tint shade named Cool Pink on top as well. These two are going to be the matte and glossy versions of each other. I'm going to swatch them later. You can see for the ingredients, like, it does look quite similar to the promotional picture. You sort of have this cool pink purple shade. It does look more like a purple shade. I do find that for the fixing tint, it's a little bit too pale and light for me, but for the glossy version, it actually oxidizes a bit, so it's a little bit darker. It's going to be a little bit mute. It doesn't make my skin look pale or too light for me. Very beautiful and flattering already for the gradient look. The formula is pretty much the same. You have a thick gel-like formula, and then you do have to wait a few seconds for it to oxidize a bit for the glossy finish to show. Sort of have a glistening gloss finish, very moisturizing, and you're gonna have a little bit of an oil-like formula on the lips. It did get a lot darker. Compared to the promotional picture, it has a very similar purple shade, but it can go a few shades darker. A very beautiful mauvey purple shade. Beautiful glossy finish as well. There's a quick hand swatch with Cool Pink on top, the glossy version, and then the matte version on top. Really similar side by side to each other. For the glossy version, it does oxidize. Very good pigmented stain as well. As you know, for this product, it does turn into a red stain. Next up, we have shade 11, Peach Milk Tea. It's a warm spring nude shade. Looks quite similar to the promotional pictures. I think it looks a lot better in person. You sort of have this peachy pink color. It's very flattering, very MLBB. Although it says it's a mute shade, I'd say it's semi-mute. Gives a nice summer brightening effect as well once it oxidizes. For the full look, now you sort of have a rosy color with subtle peachy undertones. It definitely did look a lot more peachy for the gradients look. For the full look, it's a lot more rosy the more that you apply because it does oxidize. I think I do prefer the gradients look more. I think I would have liked to see more of a peachy color, but regardless, it is a beautiful shade. When I swatched this, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Baked Pecan. Now that I see it as a full look, I think it might be just a little bit too rosy for Baked Pecan. Here's a quick hand comparison. At the bottom, I have Peach Milk Tea, Baked Pecan, and then Dewy Fig. Dewy Fig is a little bit more bright and it has more of a coral peach color to it. Baked Pecan has a little bit similar muteness, but it doesn't have much of that rosy color. And right down here I have Bare Grape, which does look a little bit similar, but I'd say Peach Milk Tea can go a few shades darker and more rosy. The closest shade I could find that's similar to Peach Milk Tea would probably be Custard Mauve. Last but not least, we have number 12, Cherry Sugar. This is a cool winter clear shade. Sort of have a rosy color. Not a shade that I typically would wear, but this will look really good for anyone who has cool tone, nice brightening effect. It's not too mute, but we'll have to see for the full look. For the full look, now we have a more pigmented fuchsia red color. The more that you apply, the more red it's going to look. Very bright and vibrant, kind of like a chili red type of color. For the full look, up close you see a fuchsia red color. The promotional picture looks more like the gradients look. The more they apply, the more fuchsia red it's going to get. Again, not a shade color that I would wear. I think I do prefer the gradients look. My final thoughts on these. For this formula, it is a little bit difficult to maintain the color because it does leave a red stain and it oxidizes quite a bit. But regardless, very beautiful shades. Cool Pink on top was quite impressive considering that the matte version is quite light and a little bit too pale for me. But if you do want a glossy version, I recommend the glossy version. For Milk Peach Tea, I was really hoping it to be Baked Pecan, but it's a little bit too rosy for me. However, if you do like Custard Mauve, I do recommend it. And then for Cherry Sugar, it's not a shade that looks flattering for me. I have to make more effort for it. I do prefer the gradients look. Other than that, I'm always looking forward to new shades from this collection. Amazing gloss finish, very long lasting, has a good stain, although it does turn red. Very moisturizing. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.